From 37 BC to 6 AD, Judea was ruled by Hebrew kings under Roman authority. But in 6 AD, Rome took full control, making it a province and deposing the last Judean king of the royal house of David. Around this time, profound events unfolded. King Herod took the throne, Jesus was born, he faced persecution, fled into Egypt, then eventually returned back to Judea. As he grew to adulthood and would eventually inspire 12 apostles who would challenge the Roman Empire and change the world. Just 30 years after the life, death by crucifixion and resurrection of Christ, rebellion ignited, in 66 AD, leading to the eventual devastating siege and destruction of Jerusalem just 4 years later, in 70 AD. In this video, we'll explore what life was like for the Hebrews under Roman rule, how they lived, worked, and navigated this turbulent era. Prior to the destruction of Judea, Rome was in part a diverse, mixed-race empire where Hebrews lived and contributed to society. Hebrews played a significant, yet often overlooked, role in the Roman Empire, contributing to military, intellectual, and cultural life in ways that shaped Roman society. One of the most prominent roles for Hebrews in Rome was in the military. Hebrew soldiers, especially those from regions like Judea, were an essential part of the Roman army. The Roman Empire relied heavily on their discipline and combat skills, particularly in the Eastern Mediterranean. Hebrew soldiers not only fought in the legions but some even rose through the ranks to become influential military leaders and generals. They were instrumental in maintaining Roman control over provinces like Judea, which was strategically vital to Rome. But Hebrew contributions didn't stop with the military. Many Hebrews served as gladiators, particularly those captured during military campaigns. These warriors were forced to fight in the brutal gladiatorial games, where survival depended on skill and the favor of the crowd. Some Hebrew gladiators gained their freedom through their victories, while others remained in the arena, living under constant threat of death. Despite the harsh conditions, those who survived became legends in Roman society, their stories often remembered as tales of bravery and endurance. Hebrews were also involved in the political and social systems of Rome, particularly through the Kingdom of Judea, which was under Roman control during much of the empire's reign. The Sadducees, often linked to the priestly and aristocratic classes, collaborated with Roman authorities to maintain their status, while the Pharisees, rooted in broader social classes, emphasized strict adherence to Jewish law and traditions. Both groups included older Hebrew men, well-seasoned, who wielded influence in religious and political matters. Although Judea had some degree of autonomy, these sub-ruling classes had to answer to Roman emperors. As stated before, Herod the Great, a notable figure in the Bible, ruled Judea under the authority of Rome. His reign was marked by grand construction projects, including the expansion of the Second Temple in Jerusalem, but also by political maneuvering to keep his throne secure under Roman supervision. The relationship between Rome and Judea was often tense, and the Hebrew population lived under the shadow of Roman authority, yet their leadership played a crucial role in Roman affairs. Religion was another area where Hebrew influence was felt throughout Rome. The Hebrews contributed to the spread of monotheism throughout the empire, and were the first Christians. However, it's also important to note their exclusivity and refusal to worship Roman gods often led to suspicion and periodic persecution by Roman authorities. Hebrews in Rome were able to practice their faith and maintain strong community ties. They followed the commandments and were students of the Bible, scholars, teachers, leaders, and formed discipleship circles to spread the word about their faith and beliefs. The Apostle Paul, for example, was a Hebrew who became one of the most significant figures in early Christianity. Paul traveled extensively throughout the Roman Empire, preaching about Jesus Christ and establishing Christian communities. His influence in Rome and throughout the empire was so profound that he ultimately became one of the most important figures in religious history. Interestingly, many Hebrews in the Roman Empire had to purchase or earn their Roman citizenship, including the Apostle Paul. Roman citizenship granted individuals various legal protections and privileges, including the right to a trial, exemption from certain forms of punishment, and the ability to participate in political life. Paul himself mentions in Acts chapter 22 verse 28 that he was born a Roman citizen, but there were many Hebrews who had to acquire this status through service, wealth, or other means. This was especially true for those who had significant roles within Roman society, whether in trade, military service, or politics. Roman citizenship was a valuable commodity, and for Hebrews, it could be a pathway to greater social and legal standing. In terms of intellectual contributions, Hebrews in Rome were responsible for advancing knowledge in areas like philosophy and law. The Apostle Paul, as a scholar and theologian, helped shape early Christian thought, and his writings would become foundational to the development of Christian theology. In addition, many Hebrews in the Roman Empire were involved in trade, law, and other intellectual pursuits that helped bridge the cultural gap between the Roman and Hebrew worlds. Their work not only helped establish Christianity but also had a lasting impact on Roman intellectual life. Despite these contributions, many Hebrews in Rome still faced social and racial challenges. While those who held Roman citizenship had a higher social status, non-citizens and slaves were often relegated to the lower rungs of Roman society. Life for these Hebrews could be harsh, especially for those living in the slave system. Many Hebrews were captured during Roman military campaigns or sold into slavery, forced to work in fields or households. These individuals lived under the harshest conditions, often with little hope for freedom. For Hebrew women, life in Rome was similarly defined by social status. While some had opportunities to work as artisans, entertainers, or even in the higher echelons of society, many others were confined to the domestic sphere. Despite the challenges they faced, Hebrew women in Rome, like their male counterparts, helped maintain strong community ties and preserve their religious practices. Some even gained respect through their contributions to Roman society. Life for Hebrews in Rome was often marked by a complex balance of struggle, resilience, and opportunity. Whether serving as soldiers, gladiators, or intellectuals, Hebrews made significant contributions to Roman society, despite facing numerous challenges. The legacy of Hebrews in Rome, especially through figures like the Apostle Paul, is a testament to their perseverance and impact, not only on Roman society but on the development of Western civilization and religious thought. Their story is one of overcoming adversity and leaving a lasting mark on history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below and let us know what you think or what you'd like to see next. See you in the next video.